Hello, hello, hello. Today we are taking your stockpile questions, and I am talking on that. So if you have a stockpile question, please leave it in the comments. Mike will pull that question for me. And we are going we are going to get started. Number one question comes from Elizabeth. Oh, by the way, this video is sponsored by our Dining on a Dime cookbooks, guys. 35% off right now. Volume 1, Volume 2, they go together or apart, but they're either however you want to use them, but they are totally different recipes. And then we also have our gluten-free, dairy-free edition, 35% off right now, guys. livingonadime.com. Go to the shop, and they are all in there. Click the link in the description below. Elizabeth says, my husband doesn't believe it is going to get bad, and my stress level is out of this world. I want to stock up, but getting the money from him is next to impossible. Even for one can is hard. Help! How can I get him to open his eyes? So, Elizabeth, you do not have a stockpiling problem. You have a marriage problem. Now, this is probably not the answer that you wanted, but if your husband has to give you grocery money and you have to get permission to get an extra can to stockpile, that is a control issue, and that is a huge problem in your marriage. That is not anything to do with stockpiling. And your stress is probably because your husband is being controlling, and that is where your stress level is coming from. You should not be stressed out stockpiling. You should not be stressed out thinking about stockpiling. Stockpiling helps reduce stress. And if you are stressed out about it, it is not the stockpile that's the problem. It is something else. So I would highly suggest that you go get some marriage counseling, because frankly, I think that's all that's going to help you. As I said, this is not a stockpile issue. This is a marriage issue. So I hate to tell you that, but that's what it is. If Mike told me that I couldn't go buy an extra can of food and I had to get permission from him to spend an extra $1 on a can of food, yeah, we would be having some discussions. Because that is not respect and love in a marriage, okay? Rose, guys, leave your questions. We are taking your stockpile questions today. I am in my stockpile room, grocery store in my basement, and put in there, and Mike will pull them, and I will answer as many as I can. Next one is from Rosie. Jill, how do you dehydrate the apples and or any other fruits? Well, I am not Jill. I am Tara, her daughter. But here's how you do it. So for apples, if you don't want the peels on, you peel and core and slice them. And then you just lay them flat on the dehydrator. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can put them in the oven at 170 degrees and let them dehydrate overnight in the oven for 170 degrees. So for apples, just peel them, core them, dip them in a little bit of salt water or lemon water if you want, whichever is fine. And then lay them on the dehydrator or lay them on a cookie sheet and dehydrate them for about 8 hours. It depends on how thick you slice them, okay? For other fruits like pears, just slice them. I love pear chips. They're really good. Just slice them up, take out the core, and do the same thing. Lay them on the dehydrator. They might take slightly longer than apples, maybe slightly less. I don't know. It kind of depends on how thick you cut them, actually. But usually around 8 hours. Apricots, usually you cut them in half and take the pit out and just lay the halves on there. I'm about ready to sneeze. I'm sorry. Grapes. Sorry. Grapes, you can just lay the grapes in one layer and they will dehydrate into raisins, which might be cheaper now. Actually, I should do a test on that and see, because it might be cheaper to buy regular grapes and dehydrate them now than to buy raisins. Raisins seem to have gotten really expensive now. I was really shocked the other day at the price of raisins. So raisins might be something that would be easier to do if you're trying to save money if you dehydrate them. All right, I lost my notes here. Sorry about that. So let me go through, guys. Thank you for watching. Connie wants to know, how deep are my shelves? I think my shelves are 15 inches deep, if I remember correctly. So I try not to have them too deep. My goal in life is to never have to move anything to get to something else. I know that's crazy and it'll never happen, but my goal is to never have to move one item to put something else to get it behind. But I don't like really deep shelves. My great-grandmother had in her stockpile room in her basement shelving clear along. She had homemade shelving, built-in shelving that went clear along the wall and had doors on it. But her shelves were only about this deep, probably 8 inches deep, maybe. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I think she got maybe 2 jars of her canning when she canned her peaches. That was the only thing she canned after she moved back to the city. She canned her peaches from her peach tree. And I think she had 2 canning jars worth of space on each one. And that was really nice. She didn't have to see all the clutter, but it wasn't real deep so that she could just grab what she needed and didn't have to move a whole bunch of stuff. Patty says she made our apple crisp from our Dining on a Dime Volume 1. Thank you, Patty. She said it was so good. 35% off right now, guys. We're having a sale. The boys are out in the garage packing. We should have gone live from the garage with the boys packing.
We should send Dave a link and have him live on the split screen.
Have Dave. How do you inventory your stockpile? Valerie wants to know. I take a look and I see I am out of peanut butter up here, so I need more peanut butter. I see that I am, what am I missing? I need more dish soap over here. Almost out of Cheerios. Remember I think it was 75 boxes of Cheerios I got last year. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only got 9 boxes, so I'm waiting for a Cheerio sale to happen. I still have my $1 off coupons, so I'm waiting for that to happen. So I will get more Cheerios if they go on sale. Let's see. My macaroni down here is starting to get a little low, so I will redo that. I do not have a specific, system. I do have my 25-cent clipboard I got from the garage sale this week now, and I'm just going to write as I notice stuff that needs to be gone. But I'm getting low on a few things right now, so probably what I'm going to do is come down with the computer, see what I need, and just order it straight from Walmart, because that's where I get most of my groceries, because Walmart's the cheapest here in my city. Walmart is not the cheapest. A lot of places have it on sale for a lot cheaper, especially Kroger has stuff on sale. But here in my town, Walmart seems to be the best price, and so that's how I do it. Let's see.
Looking for current questions?
Yes, I'm running through questions real quick here to see. Do you have questions?
Yes. Valerie wants to know, how do you inventory?
Oh, I just did that. Yeah. Okay. Jessica, where do you get your coupons? I don't use coupons for the majority of the time. Now, on these Cheerios, they came right there. They came with coupons on them, so I just cut the coupons. Now, this is very interesting, and I'm going to do a video on this, but this says $3 back via Breakfast It's Bananas when you buy $10 of General Mills cereals, Yoplait yogurt, or bananas. Okay, so look, right here it says buy $10. Whoop. Okay, buy $10, and the word "or" is right there. See that? But if you go down here, I don't know if you can even, is it going to focus?
Yeah, it will.
Look, can you see that down there?
Oh,
You
yeah,
probably
too
can't.
close.
Okay, hold on.
I can't focus.
It says the rebate is only good if you buy all 3. It says save $6 on your pack with coupon and rebate. It's fine. Offer good in the U.S. Purchase $10 of qualifying General Mills cereals, you'll pay lower, and it's not or. Cheerios, you're ripping people off. That would actually really make me mad. I would, if I bought all this cereal because I read up here and it says or, and then I come down here and you have to buy all 3, that would really tick me off. Because that is false advertising, actually. So yeah, you have to really be careful of those kinds of things. Mike's garlic is low. They're saying over here, yes, you can see his garlic is getting slightly low there. So,
did you see one about the shelves?
Huh?
Did you see the one about the shelves?
Yes, I got the one about the shelves. So let's see. Next one.
Frosty Gal, what's the best way to store pasta long term?
What is the best way to store pasta long term? So pasta, you don't have to really do anything special. Now, I do put it in my buckets here. And you can see I have the diatomaceous earth right here. And I will just stack my pasta in here.
It's behind the graphic.
Oh, it's behind the graphic. Can you take the graphic off? So I'll just stack it in my, these are just old cat litter buckets from when we had 3 cats when my niece moved in with us. And sprinkle a little bit on top. I don't do anything special with it because pasta is pretty good about lasting a really long time because it doesn't have any oils in it. It's just basically flour and water. But you can, if you want, use Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, but my Stockpile is my grocery rotation. So I continually cook off of my food that's down here. So I'm always just automatically rotating it, okay? So I'm not going to be storing food for 25 years. There's no reason to be storing food for 25 years. That's ridiculous. So if you want to do with the Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers, you can. I personally think that's a waste of time and money. It will get longer. It will get the shelf life longer. But who wants to eat food that's 10 years old? I don't. But if you want to, that's fine. And macaroni and cheese, somebody said, do I vacuum seal the macaroni and cheese? No, I don't. Because like I said, we just eat it. So I just keep a rotation. I keep about a year's worth on hand. You could do 2 or 3 years. Macaroni and cheese is not going to go bad fast. I mean, macaroni and cheese will probably last 5 years and be just fine. So I really wouldn't worry about that. All right, next one.
Elizabeth says she hopes to prep the cabin some using the simpler pantry from book 1. Is that the pantry list?
Yes. So if you guys need a pantry list, Volume 1 Dining on a Dime Cookbook, 35% off right now, guys. livingonadime.com. We have the pantry list in here. Whoops. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's at the beginning and right here, the pantry list on page 22. Right there. Page 22. Yeah.
There. Is that it right there?
Yeah. Okay. There's the pantry list.
So a couple of people were confused. They didn't catch what you said was sprinkled on top of that.
Diatomaceous earth. Mike will get the link from our Amazon store and put it in there. This is what I use to keep the bugs out. Okay. Mike will put the link from our Amazon store in there. Give him just a second. And this kills the bugs. When the bugs walk through it, It scrapes up their exoskeletons and then they dehydrate and die. So I just put a light sprinkling on top. I need to come down here and get it all done. But I just sprinkle it around the edges of the room. Yep. And then I sprinkle it, a little bit on top. And it works really good. It's just crushed up fossil. It's organic, all natural. For those of you who are worried about that. Let's see. Kathy says, I can't believe 18 counts of eggs were $5 at Walmart. Yes, I about had a cow and I really needed eggs, so I went ahead and bought them anyway. And guess what? The next day they were on sale for $2 at Albertsons. I was so mad. Ugh. But that's the way life goes sometimes. So I don't know. Anybody tell me why eggs are so expensive right now? I didn't know if it was the feed was high or another bird flu or what. All right.
Yolanda asked, what do you think is a reasonable amount of food to stock up on?
What Yolanda wants to know, what's a reasonable amount of food to stock up on? Okay, I would say a reasonable amount of food is what your family will eat. So what I would do is just start. Why don't you email me the questions, might be easier. Get 2 weeks worth of food, then get 3 weeks worth of food, then get 4 weeks worth of food, and just keep working up. I would say get up to a year. If you want to go up to 3 years, if you have the space, then you can. Most foods will last 3 years fairly easily. But like this here is, I just go on the back and it's 20 servings of rice. So I know for one person, let's see. So this will last one person 1.5 days worth of food. Okay. So then I just multiply that times the 4 people in my house. And then the extra people I think that I might have at my house for an emergency situation, mom, my other kids that don't live at home anymore, their friends, that kind of thing. And then I just add that to my stockpile. So I would just say, just get started so that you have, 2 weeks, a month, and then 3 months, and then 6 months, and then a year. And then just go from there is what I would do. All right. Next question is, let's see. Did you get them sent to me yet?
Yes. Question.
Okay.
Some of them you already answered. I didn't know you were doing.
That's fine. I have no idea. It's something old man. If I understand correctly, items with oil do not shelf for more than a year or two. Would this also apply to coffee? Yes and no. So coffee, I don't know. Let me look and see what the shelf life of coffee is. But let me see. Yeah, it sounds like it's about the same for coffee too. But oil is what goes rancid, so that's why you want to stockpile white rice and not brown rice. Things like your oils, your lard, your Criscos, those types of things aren't going to last as long as your canned goods by a long shot. Those only go about 18 months or so. But sugar is a preservative, so sugar is fine for longer times. Sarah, how much lemon or salt ratio prior to putting in the oven? Don't worry about it. Just put a sprinkle of salt in there and you're good for your dehydrating your apples. Roxanne, if you could only choose one food item, what would you stock up on? What would it be? It would be rice and then beans and rice and then salt. So I would do rice, beans, salt, and then maybe spices to go with your beans and rice, like maybe some chili powder or red pepper, something to flavor it up a little bit more. And then I would go into my canned goods. Susan, will you put labels on your shelves? No, I can see what food is there. I don't need to label it. Why do I need to label it? I can see what's right there. I'm not OCD about it. I keep it simple. The less work I have to do, the better. Terry, if you don't use coupons, do you just buy what is on sale? How do you save money? So yes, I just wait until they're on sale, or if like my Walmart has prices that are equivalent to the grocery stores in my town sale price, so I'll just get it at Walmart. When I lived in Colorado, that was not the case. Walmart was super expensive. And I've noticed in the majority of the country, Walmart is pretty expensive. So I just wait until I get my sale ads, and then I see what is on sale. So like when I was in Colorado, I would stock up on peanut butter when it was 99 cents. Here, I don't have that luxury as much because we only have 2 grocery stores and then Walmart. I do stock up if I go to Colorado to see my kids. You can send me the next list. If I go back to Colorado to see my kids, I will stock up then at the Kroger store there. So, yes.
One thing I'm not sure if I guess you kind of explained it, that you don't just, because you do sales all the time, you get a good thing that's on sale this week, and the next week you get other things on sale, so that eventually you buy nothing that's not on sale.
Yeah, because sales rotate on about a 3-month basis. So I just I'll stock up on chicken that's on sale this week, and then I'll stock up on roasts next week, and then I'll stock up with pork. Then I won't have to buy anything for a few months, and then I'll just start all over again. Is a whole coffee bean a better way to store coffee, and will it last longer? From what I've understood, yes, I believe so. Okay, let me check here. Do you buy something for your stockpile every time you go to the grocery shop? No. Now I just replace what we've been using. So Jerry Lynn, does macaroni and cheese really go bad on the expiration date? No, it does not. I have used macaroni and cheese that is 5 years old and it tasted just fine. So that was no problem. Mike said he just sent me the next questions. If you guys have questions, put them in the link and I will answer them for you. My shelves, I purchased my shelves at a garage sale for $20 each, and I saved myself over $100 for each set of shelves by doing that. Barbara, if our store has boxes of pasta for $1.89 each, how many boxes should I buy, in your opinion? I mean, I've seen pasta on sale for 99 cents. So if you don't see it for cheaper than that, then I would just stock up on however much pasta you eat. If you eat 1 box of pasta a week, then get a year's worth, get 50 boxes. If you, like us, we don't eat that much pasta. We eat maybe 2 boxes of pasta a year. Then that's all we'll buy. So we have macaroni and cheese because that's what Jack and Dave like to eat. But other pasta we don't eat a lot of. So I don't buy a lot of it. What is the normal price for pasta in your area, and how much do you already have stored? So 99 cents is still a good price here. And I use about 2 things of pasta a year. We do not eat pasta very much at our home, except for Jack's macaroni and cheese, and occasionally we'll have spaghetti for Jack, but then that's not very often. As a matter of fact, he asked for spaghetti for dinner because we haven't had it for so long. Is taco seasoning okay after the expiration date? Yes. I mean, good couple, 3 years. It's fine after the expiration date. You might have to use a little bit more because sometimes the potency goes down, but it's perfectly fine. Wanda, I used to use coupons all the time and would double them at some stores. I used to get them out of Sunday paper. They put out hardly any coupons anymore, and I don't use most of that stuff. Yeah, coupons are not a way to save money in general anymore. It used to be if you wanted to, you could, but it doesn't now. Tiara, I'm not sure how you say your name. My cool dark place is not working for my potatoes. What am I doing wrong? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know about that, so I'm sorry. Do we need anything special to store sugar? Nope. You can see right over here, I just have my sugar on the shelf. The only thing is if there's a question of possible water. So like my washing machine is right up here. So I'm working on getting all of my sugar and flour into my cat litter totes, which I haven't done yet, but I'm working on it. And that would be the only thing. Flour and sugar, you don't want water and you don't want bugs. So put them in that if you need to. Kimberly says they're saying, thank you, there's going to be a huge butter shortage for Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping to stock up on butter and eggs because those prices here are getting ridiculous. Also hoping to find turkey because there's a shortage. of birds. They recently killed off millions of them to the bird flu. Interesting. Our turkeys, there were tons of them. As a matter of fact, I was going to pick one up just in case there's a turkey shortage. And I thought that before I had heard anything from anyone. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and get my turkey for Thanksgiving now. Barbara says there's no sugar on the shelves for several weeks at our Walmart. Wow. Patty is so glad that she has an extra freezer and fridge out in her garage. Yes, that does help. That is for sure. How to store flour to avoid bugs. So the diatomaceous earth that I just showed you, Michael put a link in there. If you sprinkle it around your stockpile room and on top of your bags, it will kill the bugs before they get to your food. You can also do Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers. Make sure that you're putting your food in a sealed plastic or metal containers. That also helps. Guys, our cookbooks are 35% off right now. Dining on a Dime Volume 1 and Volume 2, 35% off. And our gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook are all on sale. 35% off right now. Does anyone know why butter has gotten so expensive? I only buy on sale and stock up, but it's even higher. I don't know. I have no idea why butter's gotten higher. Let's see. I don't know if coffee will get bitter if it's stored longer than a year. I would think it would, but I don't know for sure. Barbara says coffee seems to last a really long time in the refrigerator. Yes, my grandma used to store hers in the refrigerator, and I could see that. Root cellar, I used my garage during the winter. Yes, you can use your garage as a root cellar if you need to. I forgot how long my spices will last, and should I store long term? Frosty Gal wants to know. So they will last a really long time. Like some of these spices here are 5 years old. They got knocked to the back and fell down, and I didn't see them until we moved. And so we're using those up first. They're at the front. They're slightly less potent, but you just need to use just a little bit more. It's really not that big of a deal. What is my favorite food or prep item? My favorite food? Tea. I'll never make it without tea. I don't know. I honestly don't know that I have a favorite. I'm not sure how I would answer that. Wanda, there was at a time that my daughter and I got by mainly eating peanut butter, oatmeal, and powdered milk. Since then, I've always had those items on hand. Yep. However, I use them often because of that. Yeah, that does happen. Do Ziploc bags prevent contamination? Contamination of what, Lori? I'm not sure what you're being contaminated with, but I mean, they would help keep bugs out. If that's what you mean, not mice. The mice will eat through Ziploc bags. Denise, is there an alternate use for the packets for macaroni and cheese? I just buy macaroni and cheese for the noodles because they are always on sale and cheaper for real. Well, yeah, I mean, you could use it in our hamburger casserole instead of American cheese. It's in Volume 1, recipes at livingonadime.com. You could use it for anything that calls for cheese, like any casserole, anything like that. Lori, okay, let's see. I got Lori's question answered.
I'll send you another one.
Thank you. We are on a roll tonight, guys. Let me see if my email. All right. Is it too long to eat a turkey from the freezer? Nope. Cook that sucker up and eat it. Oh, I'm starting to crave turkey again. I miss turkey. That sounds really good.
Oh, I think she said how long is too long to eat.
Oh, how long? Oh, sorry. The got mixed in with your name. How long is too long? I've eaten turkeys that are a year old. They might get freezer burn if you go after 6 or 9 months, but I've eaten them after a year and they were perfectly fine. Cindy, I've been finding lots of spices in the clearance bin. They're half price and don't expire until 2024. Yeah, I mean, that's great. I would say, my church said we should get emergency storage. Are you Mormon too? No, we are not Mormon. We are just evangelical Christians, and I've just lived through tornadoes and mudslides and job loss and sickness. And so I'm just always prepared because I've just had everything go on in my life. Shannon, I was moving my stockpile upstairs so I could see what I had better. All last year, I would ask my kids if I had cream of chicken soup, and they said no. I started stocking up and found a ton of it downstairs. I quit. Depending on my kids' answers, and happy to move it upstairs. Yep, I would if you would. Should we store the food by expiration dates? Yes, I would do that. Put all of that at the front and not the back. Somebody asked the question on YouTube. Where did it go? I think Mike missed it, and it was kind of interesting. Oh, it was something about the tribulation and stockpiling for the tribulation. Let me see if I can find out, because I thought that was kind of an interesting question. That
will God take care of it? Or something like that. Take care of the people.
Okay, so Latter Time says you won't be able to buy and sell during the tribulation. Will God provide for those who are his during that time? So Christians are going to be gone during the tribulation. The rapture is going to happen. The church is going to be gone. We are going to be up in heaven with Jesus while the tribulation is happening. But those who come to Christ during the tribulation, those who accept Christ as their Savior during the tribulation, yes, God will provide for them. But the Bible does say that they will be martyred if they don't take the mark of the beast, and they won't be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast. So God will take care of them, but they are also going to be killed. So, it's already been pre-warned. That's why you want to give your life to Christ now and not wait, because you're not going to be able to stock up enough food to make it through the tribulation. Do you have any good soup recipes in your cookbook? I think about ordering, but I haven't done it yet. Lori, yes, I do. If you use the coupon code DINING1, no spaces, click on the ebook version of our Dining on a Dime cookbook, and you can get it for free and see what's in there. Dining1 is the coupon code for our free Dining on a Dime ebook. What volume has the apple crisp recipe in it? Right here. Dining on a Dime, volume 1, the red one. How long does butter last in the freezer? It lasts 6 to 9 months. Carrie says, Tara, you would be so proud of me. I was at the store and saw cereal was only $1.49. You go, girl. I stocked up and we're good on cereal for 6 months. That's what I'm waiting for. What store was it? Because I'm waiting for my store to get it on sale. It's getting there. It was $1.97 last week, and I think it's going to go down more. So I'm waiting for it. I think it's going to happen. I just got to wait just a little bit longer. Tracy, do gluten-free, dairy-free, let's see, right here. All right, gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook right here. 35% off right now. Gluten-free, dairy-free recipes use expensive ingredients, and how do they taste? I know nothing about them, and it has been suggested that it would help my autoimmune disease. It does not have to be expensive. Get my cookbook. It's not expensive. Now, some of the ingredients are a little bit more expensive, like if I make gluten-free homemade bread, it costs $1.50 instead of about 50 cents for regular bread. So yeah, it's slightly more. It's only expensive when you buy specialty items. You do not need a whole bunch of specialty items to eat gluten-free. I would say the only thing that I buy that's special, that's gluten-free, is bread when I'm not making my own homemade bread. Now, I have a delicious homemade bread recipe for sandwich bread in here that is $1.50 to make instead of the $5 to $7 a loaf at the store. So I make this most of the time. But occasionally, if I just can't get to making some bread, and it only takes 5 minutes to mix it up in the mixer. I mean, it's super simple, 5 minutes to make. But that is the only thing I will buy, unless it's something like maybe, I make all my brownies. I make all my vanilla wafers are in here. Brownies are in here. And they're really not any more expensive than regular food. Maybe 25 or 50 cents more, but it's not like having to buy. The pizza crust in here is like $1 to make. To get a pizza, a gluten-free pizza at the store is $6 to $8. It's ridiculous. And then you still have to bake it. So grab it. You'll be happy you did. And yes, it has helped my fibromyalgia, which I'm going to be talking about on Monday's show. For those of you wondering, the whole show, I'm going to be live telling you what I do and answering your fibromyalgia questions, or chronic fatigue syndrome if you want also. Yes, it will probably help.
Did you get 6 yet?
Yes, thank you. How long will butter last in the freezer? 6 to 9 months. I've used it up to a year, but yeah, 6 to 9 months.
She had a follow-up question. Do you buy salted or unsalted?
I buy salted because the world needs more salt, people. Everything needs salt, so I just do it.
But if it was a shortage, when it was in shortage, we bought
unsalted,
whatever there was.
Yeah, if there's a shortage, buy whatever. Jean! Hello, Jean. How are you? I was just thinking about your cabin the other day. I was just thinking about it. Wishing I could go up there. Oh. All right. Thank you. Jean let me stay at her cabin for a week one time when I was having a meltdown moment, and I appreciated it so much to get away and have a moment of silence. Terry, how long do you think cereal lasts past the expiration date? 1 to 2 years. Barbara. Oh, yes, Barbara. Sprinkle the cheese packets on popcorn. That's a great idea. Oh, yes. That's a really great idea. I mean, that's all it is. It's just the popcorn cheese packets. You're right. Let's see. Okay, send me the next list if you have it. You do not need a code to get the books 35% off right now. They are just marked 35% off. So just go to livingonadime.com and you can get them already marked down. Vicky says she will be watching Monday's show on fibro and chronic fatigue syndrome as she has it. Yes. So watch that show because I'm going to be on there talking about what I do to treat it and answering your questions. Ice Cream Lady says she once had a turkey in the freezer for 2 years and it was fine. Yeah, most of that stuff, it's not harmful to eat. It just changes the taste is all that happens. So because it gets freezer burn or whatever. Sarah, Walmart has a big spice bin in the middle aisle, all kinds of spices for $1 a jar. If you need chili powder, I'm sorry, I bought a lot of chili powder. You might not find that. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I love the Walmart spices. They're the cheapest ones around. It used to be Walgreens was cheaper, but now Walmart's the same. Day by day, it was $1.25 at Kroger for cereal this week. Oh my goodness, we should have gone to Colorado just to get cereal. Oh, that would have been worth it. Hy-Vee in Nebraska has cereal on sale for $1 a box, but limits, yes. And in that case, if it's per trip, then I'll make several trips. If it's per person, then I'll have several family members go. And if it's per household, then yeah, we only get what they have. Have I tried making keto bread? No, I'm not keto, so I have not tried that. Sorry, day by day. Oh yeah, got Susan's. T. Evans says ghee lasts a lot longer than butter. Yes, ghee is just butter that has been boiled, and the fat separates from the milk proteins, and you just have the butter fat. That's what I use for the dairy-free portion, and shortening for baking, since I'm dairy-free. Kara, I used to not be confident in my baking and avoided making stuff for church. Happy to report I made Sinful chocolate cake out of Dining on a Dime 1, and it was a big Sinful hit. That cake is so good. Oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, I might have to make it. I haven't made that for a long time. So the double chocolate, the Sinful chocolate cake in here is super good. Absolutely love it. Yeah, if that's my go-to chocolate cake, I absolutely just love it. I know I've said that like 20 times, but it's just so good. It's just absolutely so good. Yesterday's video said the cookbooks were 25% off. Are they, or are they 35% off? They are 35% off. I left the 25% in the video because I thought that video might go viral, and I didn't want people going and thinking they're 35% off when they're 25% off. So you guys are in the know and you get to know ahead of time. Which book is the bread recipe? So we have in both volume 1 and volume 2, we have 2 really good bread recipes. And then our gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook has the gluten-free bread that's really super yummy. As a matter of fact, I got to make a loaf today or tomorrow because I'm out. Do we take credit cards for the books? Yes, we do. And we do not have your credit card information that goes to a payment processor. They keep your information. We never see your information for security purposes, just so you guys know. Amelia says, I have 2-year-old butter unsalted in the freezer and haven't noticed a change in taste. Yeah, I mean, I'll find stuff in the back of the freezer. Here's the thing. If you find something that's like 2 years old in the freezer, just cook it up anyway. It might be good. You never know. Don't throw it away. I would just cook it. If it tastes just awful, then throw it away. But you'd might as well at least cook it and try and see if it's going to be good. Because why waste food if you don't need to, you know? So, all right. Next question is, where is the best price turkey in Sheridan? I have no idea. Oh, hello, Miss O. Okay, guys, I have to tell you what happened today. So Pistol Abbott is the dryer repairman who came this morning to fix my dryer that had nothing wrong with it. Yeah, the boys witnessed it. So for like a month, my dryer hasn't been getting things completely clean. Dry. Well, that's why they're not getting it clean, because I'm washing them in the dryer instead of the washer. So my dryer hasn't been getting the clothes completely dry. And I was like, well, this is weird. I kept thinking maybe the boys were changing the setting or something. Well, so then last week, it just wouldn't work at all. Like 1 minute and it would shut off. And I have one of those moisture sensor kinds. Oh, for the good old days when you just turned the dryer on and just left it. So he came, and I happened to be gone to a garage sale and was coming back. And Mike said, he's got a bunch of questions for you. I'm not really finding anything wrong. I'm like, what? So we looked, and he was here for a good hour and a half. I don't know what time he got there, but it was at least an hour. And nothing wrong with my dryer. Absolutely nothing wrong. He put everything back together, and the only thing we can think is that maybe a plug or something had come loose and we just didn't know it, although he didn't find anything loose, but that's the only thing we can fit. But I picked his brain because we're getting ready to remodel our kitchen in January. And I'm like, I don't want to buy appliances and waste all this money. Oh my goodness. This guy is so smart with his appliances. So Pistol, we're going to have you on. Yes, his name is actually Pistol. I know, it's crazy. But this dude was so smart. And he told us the appliances we should buy and the ones that we shouldn't buy. And I was so excited to actually have some recommendations. So I'm not just wasting money on appliances anymore. But back to his question. I know that was a huge rabbit trail. Pistol wants to know, where is the best priced whole turkeys in Sheridan? I think it's Walmart right now. Now, I don't know if they're going to have enough and go on sale, like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So what I would do is, if you just don't want to miss out on getting a turkey, $1.48 a pound right now is really good for any kind of meat, really. So you're still doing really good just buying it as regular meat. So what I would do is just buy a turkey now, hold it for Thanksgiving. If they go on sale and have them in stock, oh, well, you just got some cheap meat, and buy your second or third one then at Thanksgiving to have it then. So that's what I would do. Let's see. Amelia says, I've had 2-year-old butter unsalted in the freezer and haven't noticed any change in taste. Did I say that one already? I don't know if I said that one, but yeah, that happens. Tracy, thank you. I will grab the book. Then you have to write another because I will have them all. So funny, because we were doing right before the show a YouTube consultation with Roberto Blake. Oh my goodness. If you guys are on YouTube, he is just so smart. We love Roberto. But we were talking to him and he's like, you need to write another book. I'm like, I do, but I cannot keep up because I have so much doing with editing and everything that I can't get another one written. And actually I had started a second gluten-free, dairy-free book. And so now that we have our 2 editors that we're pretty sure we're going to hire this week, that will take a whole lot off of my plate. And then maybe I can get that done. Although I have so many ideas for videos now that we're kind of changing stuff up. I may just be filming videos all day long and still not have time. So I'm going to have to figure this out. I know. I realized as I was filming for some of this stuff, it's like every single thing we do in our life almost is to save money. Like everything. Like yesterday, I repainted a table so I didn't have to buy a new table. I dehydrated some jalapenos so that I would have jalapenos all winter long and just be able to do a sprinkling in the garden. I went to a garage sale, got a couple of shirts, got some decorations at a garage sale. And so I just realized, like, I went back to Albertsons to take the pork roast back that they charged me the wrong price for because they had it in the wrong place. That was Albertsons' fault, not mine. They had it right there by the sign, and I really tried to make sure because Albertsons is the worst here. But I drove back to Albertsons, and you're like, well, Tara, is that really worth another trip to the grocery store? Yeah, I saved $30. $30 by making a 3-mile trip to the grocery store and returning that. Plus, I left my hamburger there. So I had to go pick up my hamburger. Kelly, where can I get the ebook? Dining on a Dime ebook, volume 1, livingonadime.com. Click on the shop. Click on the ebooks. Click on volume 1. Use the coupon code DINING1 and go all the way through the checkout. It's at the very end of the checkout. Go all the way through the end. Put in the coupon code DINING1 with no spaces, and you will get the ebook for free. How long will rice last after the expiration date? Years. I mean, we're talking 10, 15 years. Years and years. How long will evaporated milk last after the expiration date? So usually that can go 2 to 3 years at least. It's fine. Missy, how did you lose weight? I stopped eating so much food. Christine, I read somewhere that Wyoming has higher inflation costs than any other state. I saw that. But you know what? We haven't seen that because we're just frugal in the first place. Now, our gas has been higher, yes. But like groceries, they have gone up, but not a ton. It's not, I mean, my grocery bill has maybe gone up what I would say $25 a month, maybe. Our gas has gone up, but our heating and all of that hasn't gone up yet. So, yeah. I mean,
well, the gas for heating has gone up like 30%.
But has our price gone up because we're so cheap with our gas? Because we keep our heat at 68.
Well, I mean, we still use the same amount of heat that we have. So yeah, our price has gone up.
Okay. How much
but
has it gone
only
up?
on the gas, it's 30%.
Okay, so our gas has gone up 30%.
Yeah, but the electric not.
But we're talking for inflation for us, stuff has probably gone up $100 a month, maybe 150 with heating coming up soon. We're supposed to have snow on Sunday, I know. And you guys are going to see videos with my flowers past that. Well, it's because I'd already filmed them and we haven't gotten them edited yet. Doodle Toot. Oh gosh, I want to know the appliances to buy. I need a new stove. Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see if Pilot will do videos with me because he's one smart dude. Wanda. I told him he should start his own YouTube channel. He laughed at me, but I'm serious. He should. For those who live near a grocery outlet, we remember that when we were in Idaho. They have great prices, so check them out. They do, but not all the time. As a matter of fact, when I lived in Idaho, I only shopped at grocery outlet probably 3 or 4 times a year because they have good prices, but because it's seconds, a lot of stuff is expired. So if it's canned goods, it's fine, but I found their cereals to not be that great. Now, this was 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So, you know, they may have changed since then. I do not know this name, but hey, from Woodstock, New Brunswick, Canada. Woo! Thanks to my BFF of 56 years, Sonia, who had to lead me here knowing I've lived this way my whole life. So you probably won't learn anything new, but at least you'll feel vindicated, right? That's how I felt when I first found Amy decision from the Tightwad Gazette. I just felt vindicated that it's okay to live this way. So yes, I was right there with her on Donahue when they were saying, well, you just can't be a stay-at-home mom in the 80s. It's just not possible. And Amy's like, yes, it is. And I was like, yes, it is. And I was so mad. Well, I guess it was the 90s then, I think. And yeah, you can still be a stay-at-home mom if you want to. It's just a matter of your priorities. Did I hear you correctly when you said that you use baby shampoo to wash your makeup off? Says Jesse, I think. Yes, you heard me correctly. And I'm actually doing a makeup video in probably about 10 days or so. People are asking me what my makeup routine is, and I'm going to do that again. Barbara, have you tried powdered eggs? Yes, I absolutely love them. And if they weren't more expensive, I would use them all the time. I love to have them on hand because I get tired of, like, if I run out of eggs, then I just use the powdered eggs. And actually, I had a can of powdered eggs get damaged in the move, so I opened it up and I've been using those, and I just love powdered eggs. Yes, powdered butter, and yes, powdered peanut butter. Yes, I love them all. Powdered peanut butter is really good for smoothies, like a chocolate smoothie. Oh, like a chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. Oh my goodness, that would be so delicious. It is so delicious. Shannon says your cookbook 35% off right now. It's on sale, guys. The boys are out in the garage slapping tape on boxes so we can get them out to you. Shannon, your cookbook has taught all my kids to cook. I have now bought them for each of my kids when they move out. Aw, Shannon, and thank you so much for supporting us, Shannon. We appreciate you. She's been with us forever. And thank you, everyone, for supporting us. We truly appreciate you guys. We really do. And we appreciate your kind comments and your support. And it always makes my day when I get a slew of whiny people. And then I get a slew of you guys saying, stop listening to them. I'm your biggest fan. Thank you so much. Just so you guys know, you want to know a little secret? Give me a thumbs up if you want a little secret. Do you think they want to hear a little secret?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't think they want to know a little secret. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, here's a little secret. You want to know why I talk about the whiny people? Because it's good content. Because I get paid to talk about the whiny people. The people who are whining on there, I'm like, go ahead and whine. I'm going to use it as a video and make $1,000. It's okay. So that's why I talk about the whiny people, because they give me content and they're actually paying me and they don't know it. So it's great. Oh, God, I love capitalism. Okay.
Turn trolls into cash.
Turn trolls into cash. There you go. Oh, that would be a good video title. We need to write that down. Oh, my trolls just paid me. Okay, hold on. I got to write down this video title so I don't forget. My trolls just paid me. Okay, be looking for that video, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I have no idea. Lee Wells, Wyoming. You show they must be in Wyoming. Yay, we have a neighbor. They are?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in Sheridan? Oh, that's even cooler.
So say hi.
Are you one of the many people that keep saying hi to us, or have we not met you yet? We have met more people in Sheridan. It's crazy. We have met more people in Sheridan than any other place we've lived. We probably, 10, 15 people now we've met? I love your cookbooks. They are very well made. Having a real cookbook, which so much better when I use the recipes online. I always lose them. I know, me too. I know. Gina, we use fresh butchered beef 2 years after process and frozen immediately. Yeah, I have to. I have no idea what this name is, but I vacuum sealed nearly all my foods, and what a difference it has made. I just made stew from roast from October 2019 that cost me $1.79. It was the best. Yes. If you vacuum pack your meats and if you want to keep your meats for long term, like more than 9 months, I would vacuum seal them. I go through my meat pretty quickly, so I don't vacuum seal it because I still have kids at home. But like Mom, she vacuum seals all of her meat and puts it in the freezer. And then she can just use it later. Yes, it will last a whole lot longer. Dee Dee from New England, afternoon, Tar and Mike. Been very busy traveling for work during the last 5 weeks. So happy that you are doing this live Friday night. Great to be here tonight. Thank you for joining us. She says it's a great show so far. Thank you. Granny Fabulous says, I just grabbed some bricks from men working here that they're going to chuck to make a makeshift cooking. Yes, I am. Oh, I was going to try and shoot that. We're having snow on Sunday, and I was going to try and shoot that before we get the snow. I don't know if I'm going to get that shot tomorrow, but yes.
Which one?
How to make a rocket stove. I probably should try to shoot that tomorrow. I might do that. I'll see if I can do it before the snow. Rhonda, I was told to put flour for flour bread. What do you do that? Yes. If you look over here, you will see I probably have, I don't know, 150 pounds worth of flour. But I am a cookbook author and I do cook a lot.
It sounded like she was asking if you're doing something special to it before you prep it.
No, I don't, because I rotate through my flour so quickly. But you can put it in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers if you want. Could it have been lit or something in the dryer vent? I thought that's what it was. So before calling the repairman, I did clean out my dryer vent. I was very studious in thinking of what could be without calling the repairman. But I got like a chunk like this big out of my dryer vent, and that was all. There really wasn't anything in there that was clogging it. I had Jack on one end. I was outside and he heard it come almost all the way through. So I can't think of what else it could have been. Susan said, tell us about the appliances and what Pistol said. I'm going to do a special video, but I want him to tell it because he can do a much better job than me. Susan says, our cookbooks, this is volume 2, makes great Christmas gifts. Yes, it does. Get your Christmas gifts now, guys. Susan says turkeys went up 74% since last year. By now, they haven't here. It was $1.48 last year at the same time when they were here. So I don't know what turkeys you're getting. Maybe a different brand is more expensive, but ours turkeys aren't. Lori, live by and shop at the Air Force Base commissary. They had no turkey so far and saw shortening for $4.64 for 3 steaks. Yes, shortening has gone through the roof. So if you need a replacement for shortening, lard works pretty well. But the reason why you use shortening in baked goods is it makes it fluffy. You guys know how the pastries are really nice and fluffy and light at the bakery? You know why? They're using shortening. That's why. So you can use butter, and margarine, but your stuff won't be as fluffy and light. All right, everybody wants to know about the appliances. Pilot, get your notes ready. Barbara.
Yeah, you saying pilot.
Or what did
Pistol.
Pistol. What did I say? Pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, Pistol. Pistol, get your notes ready. I'm sorry. I was looking on something else here. I was looking at the Air Force reference. That's why I was sorry. Today has been a really long day. I'm tired. So sorry, guys. Barbara, I think I'm going to buy 3 12-pound turkeys this year. Yeah, guys, turkey's a cheap meat. $1.48 a pound is really good for meat. And my goodness, a $20 turkey will get you at least 6 or 8 meals, at least, depending on how many people are in your family. What is the simplest way to use fuel in the home or something? You mean for cooking? If you mean for cooking, then the little cans of alcohol burners, if that's what you mean. Karen, are we going to the dump tomorrow? No, it's next week. It's a week from tomorrow. So I was going to go see. I don't know. Should I do that? You look such a goober. Can I pick through your truck before you go to the dump? Oh my goodness. Here in Wyoming, it's a little bit different. People are really, really nice, but they're also very, how do you say, reserved and private. So you never know if they're going to shoot you or say yes.
Most people are pretty laid back.
I mean, they're really, really nice. I'm not implying that they're not nice, but they're also very protective and very private. And so, yeah, you do not want to trespass in Wyoming. Let me just say that, okay? You will be met with resistance. Everybody wants Pistol, the appliance guy, to come on. Well, there you go. There, I even got your YouTube name if you're still listening, Pistol. My girlfriend has a steak that's been frozen for 5 years. Is it still good to eat? Oh, 5 years is a really long time, but you know what? I would test it. You know what? Do this. I want you to test it and send me the video. editor@livingonadime.com. I want you to send me the video. Test it and tell me what happens when you eat a steak that's been 5 years in the freezer. I want to know.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll give you a credit to our store. I'll give you $100 credit to our store if you'll do that. I will. All right, California Flower Girl. Yes, do it. I'm curious.
It?
They'll just eat it and see if it actually tastes good.
Do you think it's safe?
Oh, yeah. Nothing grows. It's been frozen for 5 years. What's going to grow? Unless their freezer got defrosted. But even then, if you refreeze it, it kills it.
It's like when Jonathan canned his ground hamburger.
Yeah. I mean, Barbara, frozen Cornish game hens go on sale. I think I will buy about 3 packs, 2 in a pack. Yeah, I would do that. Those are really nice. You know what we found out? One of our biggest website pages is how to cook Cornish hen. We never knew it. Never knew people liked it that much. Tracy, love the videos and meeting with like-minded folks. Us too. Then we don't feel like we're crazy. You know what I mean? Roxanne, I tossed out 3 to 4 boxes of cereal that was 1 to 2 years old. I didn't know it would still be good until after I watched last week's video. I could have kicked myself. Yes, guys, don't throw out any food until you open it and smell it. If it's bad, you will smell it. You will know it's bad. If it doesn't smell, then taste one little piece. And if it tastes okay, I would go ahead and eat it, especially canned goods, cereal, those types of things. Definitely. Shirley, what if you turn the shelves around with the ends against the wall? You could get both sides and then stock. Oh, like Shirley. That's brilliant.
Like a library.
Oh, that's brilliant. That would work. That should work, wouldn't it? Well, Let's see.
For those who haven't seen before, we do have an extra room over there.
Yeah. So this one would block, but I could just put it over here.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Although if we film in here, then...
Would it be harder to see it?
It might be hard for filming. I didn't think about filming. Okay, we'll just put them on rollers, and then we'll just roll them. No, we won't do that. Tara, do you guys buy Cornish game hens? Not that often, but I think I might more often because they're actually really good. Send me the next ones. I cooked them for a video one time, and I really liked them. And we're thinking about hiring a person to do the cooking videos for us for our other super easy. We have another channel, Super Easy Recipes, that we do just cooking videos on. And I've been hiring some people to do them because I stink at it, and I have other things that I need to do. And so I was thinking about hiring somebody to do that, the videos here in Sheridan. And what was my whole point in that? Oh, yeah. And my problem that I've been having with the other people that we hired overseas is that they can't get things like Cornish game hens or biscuits or stuff like that. So I thought about hiring someone to do that here. Could you show your cookbook? Susan, this is Volume 1, Volume 2. They go together, but you can use them separately. They're totally different recipes. And then we have gluten-free, dairy-free right here. And they are all 35% off right now. So get them 35% off for our sale right now. All right. Where are we at? We are, okay. Albertsons here in Montana is so much more expensive, and the only grocery store we have, but better variety, the same. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like our Albertsons here. They stink. Kim, I just received my volume 1 and 2. I'm going to order for my daughter and daughter-in-law for Christmas. Yay! 35% off right now.
Actually, if you're not sure about volume 1,
you can get it for free with the ebook. Michael put the link in there, but if you go to the shop, click on livingonadime.com, shop, ebooks, Dining on a Dime, volume 1. Use the coupon code DINING1 with no spaces. Go clear to the end of the checkout and hit it in there and hit apply, and you will get it for free, the ebook version for free. So you can look and see if you want it. And let me run to our store just briefly here, because I think I might have a coupon code for Dining 2. And if I do, I'm just feeling very generous tonight. And if it's still up and going, I will do that. It is. So if you go, see, you guys need to watch the videos. You never know when I'm going to start just giving stuff away. Dining on a Dime, volume 2 ebook. Use the coupon code DINING2, and you can get that for free for the ebook.
And it's all one word, right?
All one word, DINING2. And it's limit 1 per person. So if it says you've already used it, then you probably already used it. Because it keeps track of your email is how it goes through, and your name and your address. So that's how it knows. So it's limit 1 per person, but please feel free to go look and see if it's something you would want. Whitson's mom says a substitution show or series would be good. Yes. Shortening has gotten so expensive, eggs, etc. Yes. I actually think I might do that. What I'm trying to decide on substitutions is, do I put that on the recipe channel or Living on a Dime? Probably both, actually. Kimberly, I love your show, and also that you're using it for the goodness of God to help spread the gospel. Yes, if you guys need a Bible, we also give free Bibles. livingonadime.com. Click on the shop. Click on Bibles. If you cannot afford a Bible, use the coupon code FREE BIBLE, and we send them to you. We will not harass you or anything. We just send you the Word of God so you can read it for yourself in a large print, easy to read version. Baltimore says, how much is propane bottles there? $53 in Kansas City this week. So Mike and I looked, and they were $21 for the refill, $63 for a new bottle here, because we were going to get some for our heaters, for our little buddy heater. So is that $53 refill or a new
I think
bottle?
They're talking about a new bottle, but
I would think it would have to be a new bottle, but
the new bottles used to be cheaper than that, a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, and we're just sick because we gave away 4 bottles when we were in Colorado, and we should have brought them with us. But that's all right. Tracy, folks, if you're on the fence about the books, I am 60 years old and have been cooking from scratch, living on a shoestring budget always, and this book is all that I used. The granola... Excuse me, the granola recipe in Dining Volume 1 is the best, or is wonderful. Excuse me, is wonderful. Yes, and if you go to livingonadime.com, that recipe is free. Just click on the search and you can test it out if you want. Kim, we heat with fuel oil, but fortunately filled up in late April, but that is double now. Wow. Shannon, our electric bill has gone up. My mom's home. My mom wasn't home for 2 months, and it was her highest bill ever. Ooh, that's awful. Supposed to get snow on Monday after the weekend in the 70s. Gotta love Wisconsin. Yes, us too, Kimberly. I was so sad because our trees are so beautiful right now. It's like the peak of fall, and they're all going to be gone. It's like, oh, it's so pretty. Let's have a moment, shall we? Okay.
There's a question about the Dining 2 coupon code. Is it Dining number 2 or Dining the word?
DINING 2, the number 2, not spelled out. Not spelled out. Kroger has pork roast for 97 cents. Oh my goodness, we should have gone to Colorado this week and stocked up on groceries. What are your least used stockpile items? Susan wants to know. My least used. Nothing. I use it all. I really do. I would say my least used is my canned meats and my canned fruits and vegetables, because I know those will last for years and years. So I don't use those until they're probably 5 to 8 years old. Kimberly, I have both of your cookbooks and love them. Well, thank you guys for all the praise on the cookbooks. My goodness, thank you so much. Jesse says, thank you, Tara. Watch all your videos. I've learned so much from the three of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, I started using baby shampoo for my face and I love it. Isn't it great? I'm telling you, it's the way to go and it's cheap. And it doesn't burn your eyes. Amelia. So smoothie recipes are in Dining on a Dime Volume 1 or on our website, livingonadime.com. Click the search for smoothies. We have, I don't know. My goodness, how many variations of the smoothies do we have? We have like, and yeah, there's a bunch without, oh, right here. I turned right to the page. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? Look at, okay, so here's the smoothies right there. So this is, so see, right here. Okay, this, whoops. This is all variations, and this is more variations on the next page. I'm telling you guys, we got them all. So what do you got? Strawberries, blueberries, peaches, mint, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, and banana, but don't do the banana if you don't want. Orange juice, pineapple, crushed pineapple, coconut, apple juice, coconut, ginger. I mean, we got them all in here, guys. So you just pick whatever you want for your smoothies. And there's something for everybody. Miranda, oh, thank you. Says my hair looks nice. Thank you. Dee Dee, electricity in Rhode Island has a 47% rate hike. Whew, that's bad. Margaret, do not buy Samsung refrigerators. Yeah, that's what we heard. I bought one in 2013 and had the ice maker fixed twice. He said that the ice makers are the worst. Yeah. Do we still offer the print book in print? We do not, although I had thought about reordering the print, or I mean the price book in print. I had thought about reordering it. I don't know. I was going to talk to Mike about that, but we haven't gotten that far yet today. So I live in the deep south. I keep the heat at 60. If we get cold, we put on more clothes. Yep. If you're still cold, we have small plug-in heaters and we'll run them. We save $200 in the month, in the winter over summer in the month, without turning on their heat is what they're saying.
Some people are struggling with the code, invalid code.
We'll run it through real quick, test it and see.
I think it just, no, others have gotten it, so I think they're
just typing it wrong. You're just typing it in, Ronnie. It's DINING 2, the number 2, not TWO, but just the, what do you call that? The numerical 2?
Yeah. No space.
No space. No space. Connie, I have to work with whiny people in the tourist industry here in Deadwood. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let me tell you. I totally get it. I'm right there with you.
We used to work in tourism.
Susan says if they decide to cook the 5-year-old steak, marinate it first. Yeah, you probably will need to. I bet it'll be freeze-dried. I bet it'll be more like steak jerky if you ask me. But yeah. Karen says buy some Imodium to go with the 5-year-old meat. Well, the thing is, it shouldn't cause you digestive issues because you're not getting it. There shouldn't be any bacteria. If it's been frozen the entire time, bacteria wouldn't grow. It would just be taste is what the problem would be. Lori, did you go to school to get any kind of education on this stuff, or did you just learn by experience? I learned by experience. My mom raised 2 teenagers on $500 a month. I know what true poverty is, and let me tell you, what we're experiencing right now in America is not poverty and is not really bad financial hardships, despite what everybody's saying. Sorry, guys. Hate to tell you that, but it's the truth.
We don't like it, but it's not suffering.
Yeah, we are not suffering in America by any stretch of the imagination at the moment. So, Barbara, this is a fun show. Yay! I'm glad you like it, Barbara. Karen, yes to the rocket stove. Okay, I'll try and get the rocket stove filmed tomorrow. Which gluten-free flour is best for flatbread? So the gluten-free flour that I like the best is this one from Walmart. It's just the Walmart Great Value. And I think it's like $3.50 a bag now. And the trick with baking with gluten-free flour is to make sure you mix it thoroughly because the moisture has to get all incorporated into the flour, okay? So make sure you get it all incorporated very thoroughly. Big Pond Homestead. I bought turkeys on sale after holidays last year, so I'm good for this Thanksgiving. Yay! That's great. Comedy Hour. What did I say? People say we're funny, and I have no idea. I need to go back and watch the show because I have no idea what I say that's actually funny. People say we're funny all the time.
Well, did they say you said something funny, or you just are
the
funny?
Comedy Hour with Mike and Tara.
There's something funny about you.
What did we say that? Do I look funny? I don't know. We were talking about churches today and how people won't have anything to do with you when you go to churches. I'm like, do I smell? I don't think I'm smelling. Does Mike smell? No, you smell fresh. I don't know, but we were talking about a friend of mine. We were talking about that today about how churches people don't talk to anybody anymore. And I was just like, it's so sad. But anyway, okay, Megan, please include makeup tips for working online. I'm going to start working virtually, and I don't like wearing makeup, but I think I need to wear a bit so I don't look so washed out. Yeah, put it on. I mean, that's it. There's really no tips except you just should put it on. So, but yeah, I would do that so you don't look washed out. Amelia, I had 4 live chats come up at the same time. Another one about 15 minutes ago. Guess who I'm watching? Oh, thanks, Amelia. Wow. Well, that's nice. I guess she loves us. Roxanne, we vacuum packed our venison and we just ate some steaks from 2019. It's still good and delicious. Yeah, I bet if it's vacuum packed for sure, it would be really good. Nicole, yes, go to the dump. So everybody wants us to go to the dump.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I know, but to ask people for their stuff before they get to the dump.
Well, that would be the first time.
I've never done that before. I've done a lot.
We used to just wait till they leave and then we go
we go get it after they. But this time
we can sell it back to them at the garage sale.
Yeah. In Colorado, they would let you dumpster dive. Here, they don't let you dumpster dive, or they don't let you pick from the dump, which is kind of sad because there's so much good stuff that gets thrown away. It's like, man, it's so wasteful. Life with Linda. Love this Friday evening. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. She likes all the tips and tricks on saving money. Karen, yes, it give us a good laugh. They must be meaning the dump, I guess, the dump video. How long is sweetened condensed milk for after the date? At least a year. I mean, I would say, my goodness, probably 5 or 6 years, I bet. So I would think so. Victoria says, I don't stink at it. Cooking. Oh, well, I don't stink at cooking videos. Actually, I'm not good at cooking videos.
She just feels bad that she's klutzy.
Well, no, it's that. Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot to get all the cameras set up and get all the lights set up and get all the ingredients. And I forget the ingredients. And then I'm tripping over the lights and I'm hitting my head, tripping over the lights while I'm trying to go get the ingredients. Okay, well, I haven't done that yet, but I've done it walking through the garage. And then I have all the cleanup afterwards. It's just like, I don't know. It just does not seem to be working for me very well. Mama B, that's a good idea. Have other people cook your recipes and show how easy they really are. Actually, I had thought about having you guys make videos of you cooking the recipes and sending them to me. And then, like the ones I use, the ones that I end up using, sending you, I don't know, a gift certificate to the store or something. But I was trying to figure out the best way that I would go about doing that. I don't know how I would do that, or if people would even want to do that. I don't know. Maybe people would want to cook them, but I thought, it'd be nice for other people to show how easy they really are. Because with my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, which, by the way, I'm talking about on Monday's show, I don't want hard recipes that take a long time to cook. So, yeah. How many months do you recommend to? Hi, Barry Pond says. Do I recommend to what? Stockpile, maybe? If you mean stockpile, then I would say up to a year, 3 years if you want to, but at least just get something and get something started. Karen, you think shortening will go up even more? Should we get a few now? I would say probably. Yeah, probably shortening will go up. I would say go ahead and buy it now. What kind of spices do I stock up on? Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, chili powder. That's it. That's all I have. It is. We don't eat Italian food, so I don't do Italian seasoning. I have like 1 oregano, 1 basil. One time, if I want to use it to make spaghetti sauce, occasionally I have 1 of each of those, but I don't stock up on it necessarily. That's about it. Cumin. Mike likes Mexican food, so I like Mexican food too, but I mean, we eat the majority of our food is Mexican food. Rachel, I use old cereal as a base for apple crumble. Yes, just add a bit of butter and some flour, and you could make and a bit of milk to make the crumble tackiness and crumble over fruit of any sort. Yeah, and like these ones, the kids aren't eating the. I got these Apple Jacks with stars right there. Nobody's eating them. I'm like, dudes. So I'm going to make like Rice Krispie treats out of these and they'll eat them then. I don't know why they do that, but they do. We do send Bibles, Karen. We do send Bibles outside the U.S. But we...
no, we don't.
You're not sending them anymore?
No, we stopped doing that because we were trying to find all the countries and we
No, you were ordering. Weren't you ordering from Amazon or whatever for them?
Well, I was in the UK, but...
Oh, okay, never mind. Because we can't ship anything outside the U.S.
So if for the UK, the government requires us to set up a tax reporting entity, big bureaucracy here to report to the UK government. For many other countries, we just couldn't. We looked hours and hours to try to find one Bible to send to somebody.
Yeah.
And I forgot why it was Canada and Australia. Australia wasn't allowing it during the pandemic. So we ran into some problems with.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, Australia wasn't allowing us to send anything to Australia. The whole UK, all of that is got a VAT tax that is a nightmare for us to do. Canada, it's customs issues. So we just stopped shipping internationally, period. So I'm sorry. But you can go online and there's Bible apps online. Bible Gateway is a great one that we like to use. Barbara, take a picture of your trees and do a painting. That's a good idea. My fall trees are going to be gone and I'm really sad because they're so pretty right now. Actually, I would take you guys out there if we could move the camera. I have both of these books, but actually I have a video coming out next week and you'll be able to see them. But by that time, they'll be gone. Mavis, I have both ebooks, but plan to buy the physical copies for myself. Right now, 35% off, guys. As well as several for Christmas presents. It's unfortunate that many younger people do not know how to cook, much less how to save money. Yes, this is true. Janine, maybe?
Yeah, it's Janine.
Janine, thank you for the free Dining 2 ebook. You are welcome. Marilyn Monroe, looking forward to the show with Pistol for appliance recommendations. We are remodeling our kitchen in the next few months. Yes. So I was thinking about doing it in January. I mean, I'll probably film it sooner than that, but I was thinking about putting those out when we go to do the kitchen remodel. I don't know if I'm going to film the kitchen remodel or not. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Should I film our kitchen remodel? We got to film me taking a chainsaw to the bar. That we have to film. But after that, I don't know. We'll have to decide. And actually, Mike was going to rip out the oven tomorrow. Right, dear?
Yeah, right.
And put in happy anniversary. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's our anniversary, guys. We're going to be 10. We were married on 10/22, and we're going to celebrate our anniversary on 10/22 of 10 of 22.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? So, so we were going to take out the wall ovens and just slide in a regular oven until we can get the remodel done. So I'm not losing my mind over the awful wall ovens. But Pistol was telling me about a Ninja air fryer that he did, and I was thinking about testing it anyway. So I think I may just get that instead, and we might just use that for an oven instead until we get the house remodeled. Oh, thanks everyone for the happy anniversaries. Yes, he hasn't killed me yet.
Yes.
Guys, if my death is ever suspicious, I probably deserved it. So just let it go. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm with Jesus. It's all right. And I know he's not going to get remarried anyway, because he's not going to find anybody as wonderful as me.
Probably not.
Goodbye, Life with Linda. She's going to her women's conference at my church. Good.
Oh, did you need me to say any more?
Yeah. I do not do women's stuff at churches anymore. That's a long video. But question, when is the laundry video coming out? So our hopefully new video editor is editing it right now. He says it's absolutely hilarious.
Nice.
He says it's absolutely hilarious. And so hopefully next week, I'm hoping the end of next week, maybe. He's still working his other job first, so it's taking him a long time, which is totally fine. And he's going to school, so it's taking him it's a really super long, complicated video. So it's taken him a while. Susan, why don't I like wall ovens? Because my oven goes So can you imagine listening to that for an hour while you're baking chicken?
Actually, if Pistol's still on, he can testify to it.
Oh my word! Every time I use the oven, I just want to chop off my ears. It's awful. Beatitudes. Your cookbooks make great Christmas gifts. Thank you. Are they offered on Amazon? No, they are not, unless it's from somebody else who bought it one other time. So that you can only get them from Living on a Dime, brand new. They are only brand new from Living on a Dime.
Yes, some people buy them at eBay or somewhere, and when they get a used copy that's beat up, then they get upset at us because they didn't buy it from us. So make sure you buy it from us if you want to.
I ain't replacing your cookbook if you didn't buy it from me. We had a lady chewing us out this week about how her cookbook fell apart and it was just awful. Well, first of all, it was like we've been in business for 23 years, guys. I'm not going to replace a 23-year-old cookbook. I'm sorry. Betty Crocker would not do that. I'm not going to do that. So, but we had another lady who didn't even buy it from us. She bought it off of eBay or something. And she wanted me to send her a new cookbook that wasn't even the same cookbook. It was our old edition. I'm like, no, we're all for customer service, but not if you're going to be doing that. Good grief. Okay. Have you heard of the merge between Kroger's and Albertsons? Yes. Everybody keeps telling me, and I would love it if Kroger bought Albertsons. Oh my goodness. I would be in heaven. Absolute heaven. Do a video making the gluten-free bread. Actually, it's on my to-do list. Bernie made your gluten-free hamburger buns from your gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook, and we love them. I said they were better than store-bought regular buns. Hubby has been gluten-free for years. They are. My kids will eat my gluten-free breads before they will eat regular bread. They love it so much. I know, it's crazy. What time is the show on Monday? Oh, I don't know. What time are we going to do the show Monday? 2:30 probably.
We have to decide now, don't we? What's going on Monday?
Monday? What's happening Monday? Something snow's happening Monday, so we'll have to do it on the back porch.
I mean, 2:30 would be great.
We'll probably do it about 2:30 in the afternoon Mountain Time, just so it's not so late, because it's kind of later now. Barbara, Tara, Mike, and Jill, it would be fun for you guys to wear period clothing, as in one time wear clothes from the 1700s and one time's from the 1800s. Yeah, actually, Mom has some clothes from the 1800s, but I'm not skinny enough to get into them. But yeah, that would. I keep telling Mike we should live like we have no power, and he does not want to do that.
I didn't say that. I don't want to do it, but I didn't say that.
He doesn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. I think, as Mike likes to say, for him and the boys, that would go over about as well as a fart in a spacesuit.
A turd in a punch bowl.
Or a turd in a punch bowl, yes.
A couple people were still having trouble with the code. If it says it's not valid for items in your cart, it probably means you put the print book in instead of the ebook. You have to click on the ebook tab and add the ebook because it is valid for the ebook. And I tested it for everyone who's wondering, which is only a few people, I think, but it works in all lowercase. It works in all uppercase. It works with a capital letter and smaller case. So it's not particular. So just, dining number 2 with no space in the coupon code spot. Yeah.
Yep.
If you, yeah.
Rainy Cat says you'd be proud of me. I planted lettuce, kale, and beets today. Wow, you go. What vacuum seal does my mother use? I think it's Food Saver. I think is the one that she has. Is Mike taking you garage selling for your anniversary? Yeah. No, I think there's only like 2 garage sales tomorrow. So I think garage sale season is finally over. I think it finally is. Jay Moore, my cat is freaking out when you went. I know. Isn't that noise annoying? And that's exactly what it sounds like. It's awful. Okay. One last set of questions. Do we have any more questions?
We're good. All the ones on the next step.
Okay. We are good on questions. Let me see if there's any last ones real quick. Throw them on there real quick, guys, before we go. 35% off all of our cookbooks. This is the gluten-free edition. And Becky, is your Dining on a Dime still free for the ebook? Yes. Dining 1 is the code for the free Dining on a Dime Volume 1 ebook. Ebook is free, so you can see what's in there, guys. And then Dining on a Dime Volume 2, the coupon code is Dining2, no spaces, and use the numbers and not the letters. And yeah, everybody says it's working for them. It's working for them.
If you have trouble, you could also try another browser.
Romaine, I just started to vacuum seal Anthony's brand pasta, no expiration date on either bags. Have you noticed if they are not printing them with dates anymore? I've seen this a lot lately. I have not noticed, but I will tell you, pasta, I wouldn't waste valuable vacuum seal stuff on pasta. I mean, seriously, it lasts forever outside of the package. Just make sure you have it in some sort of a tote or bucket or something to keep the bugs and mice out is what the biggest problem would be. So that's what I would do. Go ahead and put the links in, Mike, for the books. 35% off right now. All of our cookbooks, guys, we're having a big sale. And yes, I keep repeating it because people keep saying, oh, I didn't know you were having a sale. I keep repeating it so you guys can know that we had it and people come in and out all the time. This is volume 2. This is volume 1. They go together but can be used separately. And gluten-free, dairy-free right there. This is Dining 1 made into all gluten-free, dairy-free recipes. Mike puts the links in the description and there. And if you want the Diet Tenacious Earth, the link is in the description. Our Amazon link is in the description. We do get a small affiliate commission when you purchase through there. So thank you guys for supporting us with that. livingonadime.com. We will see you Monday where I talk about my fibromyalgia, my chronic fatigue syndrome, and things that I do to help with that. And we will see you guys next time. Maybe.
I can't put it in the description. You said it was in the description.
Oh, well, he'll put it on after the show. Okay. So now we're going to go. Bye.